Let's look at a real example of my architect's fees. I started designing this project back in 2021 and building work finished in 2024. I made a video about the construction costs a few months ago. It came to £150,000 plus VAT overall. The job was relatively simple because we weren't making any changes to the interior layout of the existing house. It took 11 hours to design this project. At £100 per hour, that comes to £1,100 for the feasibility study. The extension didn't qualify for permitted development, so a full planning application was required. The design is relatively low risk, so my fee for planning would be a fixed price of £2,000 in this case. This fee doesn't just represent the time taken to do the work. Getting planning permission to make my client's home larger also makes it more valuable. For the building warrant stage, I would charge a fixed price fee of £4,000. This covers working with the structural engineer and the glazing supplier on technical specifications, as well as creating all the drawings that show the contractor how to build the extension. This includes electrics, drainage, insulation, ventilation, heating, and all the other requirements of the building regulations. Next up is the pre-construction stage, where we work out how much it will cost to build the design. I charge a fixed price of £2,500 for this stage. I draw up a scope of works which itemizes all the parts of the job separately, such as foundations, steel frame, external walls, roof, doors, flooring, and electrics. I talk to the contractors in my network, people I know and trust, and ask if they want to participate in a competitive tender. Itemizing the prices like this helps to work out if the prices are fair or whether contractors need more information to get accurate costs. Once a builder has been chosen, I arrange a contract between them and the client before we start work. During the construction stage, I charge a fixed price of £400 per week if there is a site meeting. Over the course of this project, I inspected site 11 times, so this stage cost £4,400. I issued minutes for every meeting, I controlled payments to the contractor, and assisted with some changes to the design and specifications during the build. At the end of construction, the last stage of my services is where I finalise the account with the contractor, inspect the building for defects, and apply for a completion certificate to the local building standards department. This stage might sound simple, but it can drag on for months, and even lead to disagreement and sometimes disputes. My fee would be £1,000 for this stage of the project. So in total, my fees for this house extension would be £15,000, which is 10% of its construction budget. If the project were more complex, involving altering inside the existing house, for example, my fee would be higher, maybe 12 or even 15% of the overall construction budget. Do you think my fees are too high, too low, or do you disagree with my fee structure? Whether you are a homeowner or an architect, do you think more architects should publish their fees online, like I do? Let me know in the comments. For architects, I don't buy the idea that publishing our fees is impractical or that our clients and projects are so unique that fees can't be standardized. If the medical profession can do it, despite the differences in patients' age, gender, and medical history, so can we. I don't think mandatory fee scales will come back, and I'm not convinced protection of function would work in practice. I'm not a fan of top-down solutions. I prefer the idea of change from the ground up.